Yo, what is good? What is going on? And welcome back to another video. So it's officially 275 days of no fap. That's dope. That's really dope. So yeah, man. As always, now I'm gonna stop saying I don't have much to say. It's just I don't have much planned to say, but who knows what could happen once I get the ball rolling. But so something very, I would say, special or unique happened to me today. I don't know. Either way. So this morning, I woke up and I start getting ready for work. And then as I'm getting ready for work, there were just little things that I was forgetting, like packing my lunch and getting my water, and just it was just little things, you know. And every time I go to the door, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot something else. Like I almost walked out the door without my badge, and I need that badge for, you know, my security clearances throughout the airport. And just like I said, just a bunch of little things, and I'm like, Pete, what's going on with you? So in any case, I wasn't late, but I ended up leaving about 10 to 15 minutes later than I would have liked to, but still had like just enough time, you know, to get to work comfortably without physically having to like run to the time clock and everything else. But on my way to work, of course, I was getting irritated, was getting frustrated. Of course, I'm behind, you know, I'm getting cut off by slow ass drivers. You know, people are just in my way. Everybody else on the road was just an inconvenience, as I have this short trip to take to get to the employee parking lot. Now, I had my biggest road rage moment when I'm at the light, like I'm speeding to the light, and I see it's green because there's a specific turn signal that I have to take. So as I'm punching it, my lane was open. This motherfucker, no turn signal, just cuts me off, and then literally hits their brakes to almost damn near complete stop. Like, I mean, they hit their brakes, but like they slowed down, and I'm like right there. I'm right where I have to go, but my turn is here, and there's another turn or a U-turn more or less to take you to go up, to turn around and go back that way. So they literally cut me off to almost come to a complete stop. And then they take the U-turn. I'm in my turning lane, but now my light is red, and I just like flipped out. I'm like, what the fuck? Fucking dumbass, what the fuck was you doing? I mean, but again, that's just the Jersey in me. So in any case, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, whatever. I look at the time. I was like, you know what? I'm still good on time. It is what it is. So then as I pull into the employee lot, I see the bus that I need to take pulls up to the first bus stop, because I like parking near that first bus stop just so I can guarantee I got a seat on the bus. So in any case, I see it pulling up, boom, I'm speeding, boom, boom, park the car, I'm good. I hop out, he takes off and goes to the next parking stop. I'm like, damn it. So then I look where all the buses kind of start at, and I only see one other bus, but it's not going to the terminal that I needed to go to. Normally there's like 2 or 3 buses that go to my terminal. I said, damn, that's the last one. Shit. So then I said, you know what? It is what it is. Let me go to the front of the parking lot and just get in. You know, I'll just hop on at the last spot. If I got to stand, I have to stand up. It is what it is. So then I'm walking. Now, the way the lot is set up is that in the front of the parking lot, there's 3 stations. All right. So, of course, you got the one that's closest to the entrance and exit, which literally, once you hop on that one, they head out the parking lot and go straight to the airport. Then, of course, there's one before that, and there's one all the way in the far corner. So, in any case, again, I'm just walking, and I'm just irritated. I'm like, damn it, man, whatever. I'm just like annoyed that, you know, I was forgetful. You know, I was annoyed that I was being held up more or less by slow traffic, just everything. It just seemed like it was like this chain reaction of things that were just annoying me. So in any case, I get to the last spot and I see a bunch of people standing there. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I ain't trying to deal with that shit. So then I go to the second one. Now, as I approach the second one, I'm watching the buses kind of make, I'm watching the bus kind of make its go around, and I noticed it kind of stayed at this other, at like, it was 2 stops away from me. So I noticed it stayed there for a little bit. I'm like, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna go to the last stop on the very end, and then boom, got 2 more stops. We'll head out, and I'm good. I could probably still get a seat as long as I get in that one. So as I'm walking all the way to this last stop, I look to my left, and behind the employee parking lot, there's an airport parking company called Echo Park. One of their buses was on fire. Like literally, I looked and I see black smoke, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I see these orange flames, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, yo, this is not happening right now. So as I'm walking to my stop, I see one other dude. I said, bro, yo, that bus is on fire. He's like, what? I said, the Echo Park one. He's like, nah. He looks, he's like, oh shit, it is. I said, damn. Bro, I don't even know who the fuck. Hold on. So literally, like, I was just blown away. But within that short amount of time, the flames got worse. And mind you, it was in an area where, of course, people pay them to, you know, have their cars parked for a day or a couple of days or whatever. And it was surrounded by other vehicles. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, yo, this is not good. So by that time, the bus pulls up, and I found the Echo Park's number. I gave them a call, and the customer service girl, she was so nasty because, well, she was just out of it, I guess, but she picked up, and I said, hey, how's it going? I said, is this the Echo Park on JFK? And she was like, well, we own both of them, so, like, what do you want? And I was like, oh, okay, well, one of your buses is on fire. She was like, wait, what? Wait, what's going on? I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I said, listen, I was like, I'm in the United employee parking lot. Right behind us is the Echo Park. I'm assuming that's the JFK one. I said, one of your buses, I'm looking at it now, it's black smoke everywhere. It's on fire. Like, it just caught fire, and I watched it as I was going to my stop. I watched it progressively get worse. So yeah, I was like, I don't know if you guys have a special number to call. I was like, I know for us at the airport, we have a special extension to call. I said, but you know, definitely you want to call the fire department ASAP. She's like, oh my God, thank you so much. She said, and where is it? I was like, literally in the far right corner of the United employee parking lot. Now, I'm on the bus at this point, you know, finishing up the call, and other people were like, oh my God, do you see that? I said, yeah. I was like, I just called him. Like, okay, thank God you did. I said, yeah. So then, boom, we hit the last 2 stops, and then when we exit the parking lot, and right when we made it to the light at the corner, fire trucks were already on their way. I said, God damn, that was fast. I mean, but who knows? Like, I don't know if somebody else might have called 911 directly or what, but it was just nice to see. And then, of course, they ended up cutting through our parking lot to get over there to it. And it was just like, you know, yes, I was annoyed and everything, but this really ties into what I was speaking of a few days ago about patience. You know, and just understanding that sometimes the universe, you know, God, whichever way you want to identify it, a lot of times you will face these challenges. You will have your little detours. You may want to do something so badly, but just for a moment or two, you'll be like, yo, slow down, chill, relax. You know, and in some cases that's that rejection. You know, in other cases it's just simply, you know, things don't seem to be going your way, you know, no matter how badly you want to achieve something. And it's just like, yo, yeah, I was frustrated because I just had to get to work. Like, oh my God. But didn't realize each and every last one of those delays made it possible for me to identify the fire. Because literally, I mean, I saw it from the very start. If I got near 5 minutes sooner, I'd have missed it. Not saying nobody else would have called, not saying anybody else, you know, wouldn't have done anything. I'm sure they would have, but who knows how much, how bigger this thing could have been, you know? I mean, it could have turned into a big tragedy, you know, like by the time someone else had called or noticed it, you know, the shit might have actually blown up. Who knows? You feel me? But again, it was like, I just kind of took that in stride. I was like, you know what, P? Still made it to work on time, but it was necessary for you to be held up, especially at that last light right before the parking lot where that person cut me off and literally stopped me. And I'm looking and I see the light go from green to yellow to red. I'm like, motherfucker. Like, I was so irritated. But again, it was meant for me to see that fire, to call them, let them know what was going on. And like I said, I'm assuming from where the fire department came from, they're like right next door. Like they couldn't have been far. Could not have been far. But again, like I said, it was definitely a big affirmation, a big confirmation, that things will happen on their own time. But a lot of times you're being delayed for something else to happen along the way of your journey. That the universe or God, it's either to protect you or to use you. In this case, I was used. I was used to provide safety for whomever. Like, and again, unfortunately, I couldn't follow up to find out, what happened or how it started. But I'm sure they're looking into it. But again, who knows how many cars I saved? Like that. Whatever. Like who knows what convenience or how helpful or whose life I might have saved. I don't know if somebody was in that bus or not. Like I don't know. But again, allowing myself to just receive that moment, when it happened, because it actually gave me, like, literally recognizing what that was at that time really gave me like instant relief, because I said, damn, that's why I was running late. That's why on just a regular day, I was so forgetful, minute by minute by minute. I mean, I was not 15 minutes late, but I left 15 minutes later than what I was comfortable with. I could have left 5 minutes later, 7 minutes later, 10 minutes later, 12 minutes later, but specifically 15 minutes later, which put me in the path of all these other people to then get me into the parking lot, to miss the bus, to follow the bus, to then not only skip the first and second to last stop, but it sent me all the way to the furthest corner. I parked in this corner, ended up crossing the entire lot. Crossed the entire lot, but that's what put me in line to see that fire, and report it. So, yeah, man. So that's really how the universe works a lot of the times. You may feel or put so much pressure on yourself to get certain things done, to accomplish certain things. And it's okay to have, little outbursts or whatever in the moment of your frustrations. But at some point, when you just allow yourself to just, just think about why they happened. And soon you will see, okay, that's the reason. Because that wouldn't have happened if these other things didn't happen. And again, like I said, that really just confirms this whole journey of, building better patience with yourself. There's a lot of men that I've talked to, and they get so frustrated, like, well, why am I not over this? I'm like, who said you had to be? Like, who said you had to be over it today on July 2nd, 2021? I don't give a fuck if it's been 2 years, 3 years, 6 months, a week. It doesn't matter. Like, who said there's a specific time frame for your healing? Like, why are you putting a time frame on yourself? Like who's applying all this pressure? But as long as you're truly doing the work and you are aware of your growth, why is there a time frame for that? Technically, growth will be for the rest of your life as long as you stay committed to the process. And being committed to the process means that you already understand that some days you will still kind of function as your lower or former self, but that's okay, because now that you know better, you're trying to unwork and unlearn habits that you built for the last 20-something years, because that's how you felt safe to live. But now as an adult, as a young adult, you're like, okay, I'm trying to live differently and think differently and process my feelings very differently. And you got to give yourself time and grace for that, because a lot of the habits that we've learned were from childhood, in which that's when our brain is the most sponge-like. We've absorbed the most bullshit as kids. Our trauma stems from our childhood, and so now we have to unlearn that and just really truly rework our brains and rework our hearts. But there's no time frame on that. Like, don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. just be more in the moment and accept the fact, okay, I might have messed up this situation as far as how I could have handled it, but now that I know better, I will be more aware in the next situation, because again, history will repeat itself. Like, you're going to go through the same shit. Nothing will ever truly go away, but how you respond to things will be the difference maker. All right, so here I am thinking I ain't got shit to say 15 minutes later. but yeah, man. So either way, I had a good day. Had a long day. I worked a double. I am tired. So I will go ahead and upload this, and I'm going to sleep. All right. So as always, we show gratitude to the universe and to God, because we are grateful for the life that we have. And it's so we can manifest the life that we want and deserve. All right. You deserve it. You're worth it. I'm worth it. We're all worth it. All right. So as always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we will do it again tomorrow. All right? Peace.